I'm Fiona and I'm a Habitat owner since 2011, so I've been in my house for about 2 years now. Basically it's given me a future for the kids, so they've got a house for when they grow up. It's given me a bit of sense of security, so I'm not constantly wondering where we're going to live. I was starting to look around at buying a house before I applied for Habitat, which I didn't think I'd ever be able to afford a house, and they were all a lot dearer and really old rundown houses, which I'd have to do a lot more work on. And the process was really quite easy and quick. So before I moved into my house, I just got divorced. I had 2 young children living in 1 bedroom at my parents' house, and now I've got a 3-bedroom house for me and my children, and we've got everything we want there. We've done the kids' rooms up, we've done the backyards, so it suits us perfectly for what we want. We've got a big veggie patch that the kids love to go out and play in and eat everything out there. Slowly building a veranda and decking. And without Habitat, basically, I don't know, because I was living with my parents because as a single mum, no one was willing to give me a chance for a rental property. They basically just assumed because I was a single mum that I'm not going to pay rent or I'm not going to look after my house. And Habitat's actually given me the opportunity to prove that I do actually look after my things, and I have pride in my house, and I like to show it off to everyone else. That was really good. I've met so many other people along the way, from working with school kids to working with bank volunteers. Even my parents have come in to help, my friends. Just learnt so many things which I'm using on the house now. But I was really lucky with my house because I came in when it was just started to get built, so it was just framework, so I've got to do all the work on my house: insulation, gyprocking, painting. Do it. It's really worth it. I've saved so much money on my house, so before I even moved in I had so much equity in my house, which without even paying my house off yet, I've got something to fall back on already. Without having the volunteers, I wouldn't have a house. There wouldn't be materials for the house if half of them weren't donated. I wouldn't know how to do half the stuff I know, because we even had volunteers who were teaching me how to dig out stormwater trenches and everything. But the first day I came in, I was terrible and didn't know what I was doing. And it was good because there was a few other people who were the same, so I didn't feel left out, and we all learnt together. And then eventually I became the one who knew what I was doing, and I was teaching everyone else. And then eventually, once I finished doing my house, we moved on to other people's houses, and the same volunteers came and were happy to start over with the new houses. They've really settled in, so they're in the local school, they know the area, they're starting to play with all the children in the street. We know where they're going to be going in the future, what schools they're going to be going to. They've got their house where all their stuff's there, they know what they can do and what they can't. Like I said before, I was living with my parents, so the kids didn't have much free space to themselves. So now, yeah, they've got their own house, their own space. Yeah, it's definitely given me a lot more to look forward to, basically. It's given me a lot more confidence, a lot more self-pride, basically. It's worth it. It's not all hard work. Like when people hear about the 200 hours sweat equity, it goes so quick, and because especially if you get to do it on your own house, it's something you want to do. It's not something you get forced to do.